UK CPI fell from 4.6% to 3.9% year on year. So why don't we go take a look at cable and the key levels to look out for. You can see I'm on the cable chart here. This is actually the daily time frame, and what's interesting about this market is we've got a upward trend forming, but we're finding resistance at the 1.2775 handle. This level was something that I pointed out in previous videos as a key area of resistance as price formed this high back in August. We tested that level, just came shy of the 128, dropped, and then we were heading back towards this area. And in a live stream I was talking about the potential for price to hit this level, either reject it and move to the downside or breach it and move higher. Now at the time I said it probably wouldn't be surprising to me if we did see a breach to the upside, as long as nothing fundamentally changed. And what I meant by that is the fact that the Bank of England are keeping rates at a higher rate for longer, as their inflation levels aren't at a place where the rest of the sort of G7 are, and especially the US. The US inflation has been falling quite drastically, and you can see the tone has shifted from the Fed, a little bit more dovish in tone compared to the Bank of England, however. So that made me think that pound could actually get a little bit stronger. Now we haven't seen that, obviously it's a difficult trading period at the moment anyway, so we're going to see some probably different moves than what we're expecting because of the low volumes in the market. But at the moment you can see that the market has sort of pushed back to the downside here. So there are a couple of levels that I like to look for. I like to look at the key highs and lows on the daily time frame, for instance, and I like this area down here at the 1.2525. The reason why I like this area as well is because it holds confluence with this trend line support, which formed at the beginning of November, anchored through the middle of November, and then has found support recently in December. So I like the idea of price coming down towards this area here, where we could see a bit of a bullish reaction in the short term. However, we are coming to a little bit of an area as well. So if I actually go down into a 4-hour time frame at the moment, I can see that price is coming into a level of support, which is around this area here, around that sort of 1.2650 down towards the 1.2630. And I think this is going to be a short-term support area for price, and I wouldn't be surprised if we did start to see a little bit of a move up here. If we were, however, to break this level, that is where I think the market will then go and seek lower prices, especially because we've got what we call this low volume area. The reason I can pick that out is because if I get a fixed range volume tool and I go from the swing low to the swing high here, you can see that the market formed a low volume push. If I was to go and drag this a little bit further out and included this low in here and this area through there, you can see all the volumes are down towards this 1.2550 and below. So I think if we breach this area here, we would see the market move towards these lows that formed back on the 13th of December. So one thing we can look for, if we expect the market to kind of come into this level here, find a little bit of support, there could be a trading opportunity for short-term traders. I would like to wait to see how price reacts, because if price starts to breach to the downside, then I think that 1.2525 is something we can look at. But one thing you can look for at these levels are changes to the lower time frame. So if we look at the 15-minute lower time frame, for instance, you can see I've got some averages on here as well. But what I'm looking for when price gets to this level, if buyers are going to come in, you'd start to see changes in trend. And what I mean by that is you can see down here and previously that the market actually forms a sort of consolidation before breaking to the upside and moving higher. If we were to see that again and the market consolidated, broke back to the upside, that could signal that the market could trade higher back towards this swing high, or even towards these higher volumes at the 127.20. If we breach, however, like I said, that's when we're going to see a move to the downside. Now the daily chart is kind of reflecting that there could be a potential move lower here. Starting to see a little bit of strength in the US dollar. I don't know how true that is in the market, because bond yields in the US are still falling, so that should push the US dollar a little bit weaker. So I'm looking at this area here around about this 1.2640 as support, or if that breaches 1.2525. Thanks for watching this short video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you do, and I'll see you in the next one.